Claudia Sheinbaum has been sworn in as Mexico's first ever female president and the first Jewish leader in the nation's more than 200 years of independence.
멕시코 200년 헌정 사상 여성이자 유대인으로서는 처음으로 대통령에 당선된 클라우디아 셰인바움 대통령이 취임식과 함께 임기를 시작했습니다. Wow, tell us about this.
Well, she is a 62-year-old former mayor of Mexico City, and she took the oath of office at a ceremony in Mexico City. First Lady Jill Biden was there, as well as other leaders from mostly Caribbean and Latin American countries. She begins her 6-year term at a time when the nation does face many problems, including spiraling organized crime violence, a slowing economy, and also tensions with the U.S. over controversial judicial reforms. So she's definitely not going to have an easy go here. And also, she takes office just 1 month before the U.S. election, where Mexico and the migrant crisis at the border is really in the spotlight. And also, negotiations surrounding the free trade agreement between Mexico, the U.S., and Canada used to be called NAFTA, set for renewal in 2026. So she's going to have her work cut out for her, for
Exactly.
sure.
She's going to have her work cut out for her. 앞으로 해야 될 일이 어마어마하다, 쉽지 않을 거다, 이런 뜻입니다. Have someone's work cut out for them. Well, she took the oath of office, as you said. She has been sworn in.
So when someone is sworn in, it's usually used for a president or a leader of a country.
Yeah.
They take the oath of office, and then that means they officially become the president. So the oath of office is a official promise by that person that they will fulfill the duties of the office according to the law.
Exactly.
They'll be honest and truthful and
Yeah.
do their job properly.
자, be sworn in이라는 표현은요, 선서를 하고 취임을 하다라는 뜻이고요. 비슷한 표현으로 take the oath of office라고 할 수 있습니다. Usually, this is an expression that's reserved for heads of state.
Right, and they in many countries they'll put their hand on the Bible
Yes.
when they do that.
그렇습니다. 서양의 많은 국가에서는 이 선서를 할 때 성경책 위에다가 손을 올려놓고 그 다음에 나는 이렇게 하겠습니다라고 이제 선서하면서 취임을 하죠. 자, 그 다음에 first ever.
First ever means the first time something's ever happened, the first time in history. It's never happened before.
Yep. First ever. 그러면은 생전 처음이다, 사상 최초다라는 뜻입니다. Mexico has never had a female president.
She's the first ever.
And she's not only the first female president, she's also the first Jewish leader of the country as well. She's the first ever of many things, many firsts.
She's a trailblazer, we would say.
Yes, yeah. All right, here's the headline again. Claudia Sheinbaum has been sworn in as Mexico's first ever female president and the first Jewish leader in the nation's more than 200 years of independence. Let's move on to the next headline.
Switzerland and Italy have redrawn a section of their alpine border due to shifting natural boundaries caused by the melting of glacier ridgelines and areas of perpetual snow.
기후변화로 알프스 능선의 빙하와 만년설 지역이 녹으면서 스위스와 이탈리아가 알프스 산맥 주변의 국경선 일부를 다시 그리기로 했습니다. Wow, so they're redrawing the map.
Yeah, they sure are. And part of the area that's affected will be beneath the Matterhorn, which is one of Europe's tallest mountains.
Yeah.
And it's close to a number of popular ski resorts as well. Switzerland officially approved the agreement on Friday, and the approval process for signing the agreement is currently underway in Italy. So that hasn't quite happened yet. Now, last week, Switzerland said that they've decided to do this in accordance with the economic interests of both parties. And one thing that they said was they think it will clarify, that clarifying the border, will help both countries determine which one is responsible for the upkeep of specific natural areas.
자, 이렇게 자연현상으로 인해서 지도를 다시 그려야 하는 상황이 발생했네요. The reason they're redrawing the map is because of the shifting natural boundaries.
When something shifts, it moves.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
The shifting of tectonic plates, or you might talk about, you have shifting interests. Your interests change.
옮긴다, 바뀐다라는 뜻이에요. Shifting. 그래서 shifting natural boundaries. 자연적인 경계가 이 알프스 능선이 빙하 때문에 눈이 녹아내려서 자연적으로 움직였어요. 그러다 보니까 지도도 다시 그리게 됐습니다.
In your car, you shift gears.
Oh, yeah,
so you
that's right.
move gears, change them.
아, 맞네요. 네. 우리
Moving or changing, we could also say it that way as well. So
yeah.
in sports, we'll talk about, or even like factory work, you'll be on a shift,
Yes.
and then you'll change. So shifting has a lot to do with movement and change.
네. shift가 명사로 썼을 때는 교대 근무의 그 의미가 있는데 그때도 생각해 보면 바뀌는 거죠. 근무자가 바뀌는 거니까. 그 바뀐다라는 의미는 똑같이 들어 있습니다. 근데 여기서 말하는 동사 shift라는 것은 이제 change, move 이런 뜻이 있는데 우리 기어 바꿀 때 D에서 R로, 뭐 P로 이렇게 기어를 바꿀 때 영어로는 shifting gears라고 합니다. 자, 그다음에 perpetual.
And that's the opposite. It's when something is continuous, it never ends or it never changes.
영구적이다. 네, 영원하다. perpetual.
Some days I feel like I live in a state of perpetual hunger.
Oh, I thought you were going to say perpetual bliss.
Nah, hunger, always hungry. Did you ever feel that way?
Yes, yes. 어떤 때는 진짜 그 먹어도 배가 고픈 날이 있다. 레이 선생님이 그때는 perpetual hunger를 느낀다고 했습니다. 근데 이제 많이 쓰는 표현 중에 perpetual bliss라는 게 있어요. 나는 언제나 행복해. 뭘 해도 행복해. 영화 속에서 나오는 대사인 것 같긴 한데 perpetual 그렇게 영원하다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 우리 작가님이 뱃속에 뭐 거지가 있느냐 이렇게 말을 하고 있는 것 같은데 perpetual 영원하다, 영구적이다, 늘 그렇다. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. Switzerland and Italy have redrawn a section of their alpine border due to shifting natural boundaries caused by the melting of glacier ridgelines and areas of perpetual snow. Let's move on to the final headline.
A new analysis of Vincent van Gogh's famous painting Starry Night has revealed a striking similarity to hidden turbulence in Earth's atmosphere, suggesting the artist had a surprisingly detailed understanding of natural processes.
I love this story, but let me translate it first. 빈센트 반 고흐의 유명한 그림 별이 빛나는 밤을 과학적으로 분석한 결과 지구 대기 속 난류의 움직임을 그대로 포착한 부분이 보인다는 결론이 나왔습니다. 이는 고흐가 자연 현상에 대해 놀랄 만큼 상세한 이해력을 갖고 있었음을 시사한다고 해당 연구진은 밝혔습니다. 이게 정말 놀라운 이유는요. 지금 얘기한 이 대기 속의 난류 움직임에 대한 이론이 나오기도 전에 반 고흐가 그거를 어떻게 알았는지 그림에다가 정확하게 묘사한 겁니다. He was a genius, wasn't he?
He sure was. Now, did he actually understand this type of thing? Probably
Don't know.
not. That's what he didn't. So he created this masterpiece actually from a psychiatric facility, like a Junction
he
Gangwon.
was very depressed.
He'd also, he was
Yeah.
having hallucinations. He
Yeah.
cut off part of his ear.
Yeah.
This was back in 1889, so that's actually quite important. So they say that this painting, it depicts a view just before sunrise from the window of his room in the Junction Byongwon. And now, so this new analysis by physicists in China and France, they've measured the swirls and the brushstrokes and also his color choices. And they found that 14 of these swirling shapes in the painting align with the Soviet mathematician Andrei Kolmogorov's theory of turbulence.
Yep.
Now, Van Gogh, he couldn't have known about this theory because this was created and he died 13 years before this mathematician was ever born.
Exactly.
Now, the researchers, they think that how did he capture this guy's turbulence? Because he was just so talented, and they said he was a meticulous observer of nature.
Yep, exactly. A meticulous observer. 관찰을 하는데 정말 하나도 놓치는 게 없이 관찰을 할 때 meticulous observer라고 표현을 할 수 있고요. of nature. 자연에 대한 관찰을 그냥 허투루 한 게 아닙니다. 빈센트 반 고흐의 이 별이 빛나는 밤 너무나 유명한 작품이죠. 거기 이렇게 동글동글한 하늘에 있는 그 별들과 뭔가 이렇게 동글동글한 게 많잖아요. 요거를 과학적으로 분석을 해봤더니 반 고흐가 죽고 나서 생긴 이론인 이 대기 중에 난류 이론의 그 움직임, 대기 속에 그 어떻게 그 공기가 움직이는지 이 흐름의 방향과 색깔과 이게 일치하는 게 상당히 많았다고 합니다. 그러니까 과학자도 아니고 그 이론도 그때 당시에는 존재하지 않았는데 관찰만으로 이렇게나 정확한 걸 해냈다는 거죠.
And Vincent van Gogh is amazing.
Yeah,
Anyone who has never been, I highly recommend going to the Van Gogh Museum if you're ever
Yeah.
in Amsterdam. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
A few months ago, I went to an interactive Van Gogh exhibition in Seoul.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't go.
They-
I saw
yeah.
advertisements for that, but I never went.
Yeah, they have these Van Gogh exhibitions every now
Sure.
and then across the
Yeah,
country.
yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
sometimes in different parts of Korea. And I highly recommend going because
Mm.
it's really interesting to see what was in this, genius's mind. But as I said, he was depressed, he was poor. His life itself was not glitzy or glamorous or happy in any
Mm.
way. And yet he produced these beautiful artworks.
Yeah, incredible.
Let's have a look at this expression. There's a striking similarity to his, swirls and this theory.
Right. So a similarity means when something is similar, which means almost the same. When you say striking, it means it's very noticeable. Like, oh, there's a striking similarity between people. Like, sometimes you'll see I think I might have said that to you when you showed me a picture or I met your daughter. I was like, oh, there's a striking similarity. Like, that's Sue's kid. I could tell right away.
That's what people tell me.
Right, so
I don't see it, but
Really?
No.
Yeah. I did.
My friend from London, from when I was very young, so she only really knew me when I was 5, 6, 7, maybe up until the age of 10,
Sure.
I would say. And then we've only recently gotten back in touch. So it's been many decades, and she still just remembers me as a kid.
Exactly.
And then she saw a picture of my daughter. She goes,
That's
that's
your
you.
kid. Yeah.
It's like, it's you. And I said, no, really? Is it? I don't see the similarity. But she said it was striking.
I saw a picture of,
Yeah.
of one of my friend's sister's daughter this morning, and wow, striking similarity to how she looked as a kid.
Aha.
And when you say
I see.
similarity, it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
But it's very close.
Right. Striking similarity라는 거는 눈에 띌 정도로 비슷하다. 너무 놀라울 정도로 비슷하다라는 뜻입니다. similarity 앞에 이렇게 striking이라는 단어를 한번 넣어서 써보세요. 그러면 그냥 비슷한 정도가 아니라 와, 어쩜 이렇게 비슷해? 하는 느낌을 담은 겁니다. And it looks like Van Gogh had a detailed understanding of natural phenomena.
Yeah, I guess he did, but detailed understanding means you understand something very, very well.
네, 아주 상세한 이해력을 가지고 있었나 보다. 이렇게 우리가 추측을 해보는 겁니다.
You're very, very knowledgeable.
Here's the headline again. A new analysis of Vincent van Gogh's famous painting Starry Night has revealed a striking similarity to hidden turbulence in Earth's atmosphere, suggesting the artist had a surprisingly detailed understanding of natural processes. Well, that's it for our headlines with Ray.